Welcome to another Woman Empowerment Weekend. This is your pick a card reading for March 22nd, 2020. Today I have done some different card designs that we have full-on goddess reading, or there's mix and match angel cards as well. So just take a minute to feel out the cards, and the ones that draw you the most, which may be more than one, those will be your reads. You can go in the description and go straight to the card read that you would like. Starting at the bottom left, that's going to be card number 1, which is Full On Goddess. The top middle cards are going to be card number 2, which features 1 angel card and 2 goddess cards. And the final card, card number 3, has 2 angel cards and 1 goddess card. And those will be the 3 cards you pick between. This is a reading for the collective, so it should resonate with most of you if you are being drawn to listen to it. I will see you guys on the other side. I hope you are having a great Sunday. Thank you. Hey guys, so today I'm going to go ahead and read like this today. And we're going to start with set of cards number 1, which was all 3 goddess guidance. And the first card we have is Artemis. I'll let you guys take a minute to kind of look it over. And I don't look at the cards when I pick them. I wait until I read them. So I just took pictures already because I can see them better this way. So I did see that our first card was Artemis. I'm going to go in and I'm going to look at. So right away you see her with her bow and arrow. And I get this feeling like I heard we're going to war. And she's like the goddess of the hunt, or right now I can't really put into words, but hunt, war, that really comes into play in this card. I feel like we're going to war. She even looks it very much in the card. I'll show you it again so you can see her right there. So she's really geared up. I mean, she's pointing her arrow. She's ready to go. She's ready to fight. I get this very, the fire's lit in the corner. And the message says, you and your loved ones. Oh goodness, I already feel this card is like, okay, 1 minute because this isn't a very good picture. Okay, here we go. Much better. You and your loved ones. It's going to be a heavy message. Wow, I'm sorry guys, 1 minute. Here we go. You and your loved ones. It's amazing I could see that, but this is a much better picture. Are safe. Wow, heavy message. Are safe and spiritually protected. That is the entire message. And again, this is Artemis. Let me get, and her premise, or they have a little word kind of describing the overall feel of the card. Let me make sure I'm showing this correctly. On the top there you'll see Artemis, and it says Guardian. And like I said, I heard we're going to war, and on the bottom it says you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So right now we do feel like as if we're going to war. I feel like a lot of people, this is a time we're really having to shut down. And so a lot of us don't feel protected. We are scared. We are nervous about our family and our loved ones, especially if they're older. Not that we aren't concerned about everybody, but especially if they're older, then we are having a lot of worry and unstable, unknown. So in that, they're telling you that you and your loved ones are safe and protected. But I also get this, like, we're going to war, so there needs to be some preparation. My nose just gets super itchy sometimes when I get into this stuff. I have a feeling it's connected. Ooh, it's like all of a sudden like super, super itchy. But I'm going to go on to the next card I have. Let me go ahead and pull that one up. It was Freyja. I'll let you guys take a look while I pull it up on my phone. Freyja. And the message of the card has to do with bold. If you can see that top. Let me try to get a better overall view. When I first see this card, when I first look at the picture, I want to say transgender, but it's almost, even though this is a female here, it almost feels neutral. It almost feels balanced as like male and female. That's why I'm getting that like transgender feeling, because it's like, this is a gorgeous goddess with very, very many feminine features, but there's like this masculinity to her. And then this cat sitting next to her, it feels like a part of her. Like it feels like it could be her too. Almost maybe like transform, morph. Like she can change into that form. I noticed when I zoomed in, there's like this angel wing and bright light behind her, and I really got this holy divinity, Holy Spirit feel behind her. So her message is about being bold. I feel like even when I said transgender, I mean, how much strength would it take someone like that? How bold would you have to be to really accept yourself and to come out like that? It's a true boldness. It's a true understanding of who you are, honestly, but it's very bold to be that and to make that decision that you want to live that way. So, but in this, I just feel this balance of male and feminine, and almost like I said, she could morph into that cat that was sitting next to her, but even deeper than that, that maybe you have qualities that you can almost morph back and forth between your divine feminine and divine masculine. And honestly, we want to be balanced in that way, and we want to have an open flow that we know whatever we need from whatever side, that we have that available to us. So let's read the message. Oh, sorry. My phone is messing up. As good as this is as an option, there's always... Okay. So the card says, unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. So, interesting. I think we need to trust the decisions we make. And again, I feel like when you do that, you have a balance that you already feel within you of masculine and feminine. I think you just kind of have that, and you can kind of go in where you need to go when making certain decisions. I almost feel like, especially for the feminine, we are finding ourselves making masculine or very strong decisions right now. And that's because we do feel this war coming, okay? And we feel the need to prepare. So I feel like this is almost saying, like, as much as we embrace our femininity, feminine side, sometimes we need to draw strength from our masculine side as well, understanding it's still a part of us. And I really feel like right now, maybe that mindset and that preparation, it needs to be done with that divine masculine strength. We need to kind of bring that in as well as having the nurturing, the balance of the female too that we already are. But I think it's just an awareness of bringing in a stronger sense of yourself, because even though it's a masculine side, it's still you. So you bring that in to make the decisions. Just, I think it's a certain type of strength that we are using to make these decisions for preparation and to be ready. And then the final card we have, she's also holding a bow and arrow. Wow. Nothing by accident. Nothing. Okay. And we have Diana. Oh my goodness, Diana. And it says, focused intention. I don't know if I'll get a little closer. And hopefully you guys can see that top part, Diana. You can see her. She almost looks like Wonder Woman holding a bow and arrow. And the point of the bow and arrow is focused intention, like hitting your mark. So we are preparing for war. We want to have a stronger approach right now. A lot of strength. We're caring for, I mentioned loved ones in the first card. We are taking care of our loved ones. Us that have kids are trying to take care of our kids. We're trying to take care of our elderly, our parents, our grandparents. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target. says something about making your mark. You will make your mark or something. I can't really, I'm trying to get the full message here and it's just cut off a little bit. And you will make your mark. So keep focused on the target and you'll make your mark. It's just focused intentions. So intentions is just what we set our attention to. So focused intentions would be legitimately what are we focusing on at this time while we prepare for everything that's going on? Because there's going to be, I feel like, a huge shift. I mean, just as quickly as this is taking over, the coronavirus right now, for example, we're all stuck home. As quickly as we're going into this, we're going to want to come out of it quickly too, obviously. And as soon as we can, we're going to be back out there, some of us. And, there's going to be a lot of pieces to pick up. So what we do right now, how we prepare to come out of this war, if you will, or this hunt, how we prepare right now, how you prepare right now, especially as a woman. Sometimes we have to call in that divine masculine strength we all have, and because I feel like this neutralness, this balance of feminine and masculine, and especially the masculine, the strength coming in. Because as women, we are nurturing, and of course we have to have that. We have to have compassion and empathy for everyone at this time. But we need that strength. We need those strong man hands, okay, as women. Because we can do that too. So, now the message has all come together as what are we doing in this time to prepare? Like, what we do now is so important because when we come out, we got to be ready. We got to be ready to go on top of it, ready for that next step. Because again, it's going to be a lot of picking up pieces, problem solving, people trying to get their lives back together. So, that's a very important message. This is very much, I asked it to be a message of goddess strength, triple goddess proportion, because someone was talking to me earlier about triple goddesses. And why I said, oh wow, is because I believe Diana is a triple goddess. And I wouldn't be surprised if we looked up some of these, like Artemis. I would be interested in knowing. I know these are not the ones I mentioned, but I do believe Diana to be. And I did ask for triple goddess strength just because it was brought to my attention today. So if you like this reading, please comment, let me know. Also, I wanted to bring attention. I'm gonna have to do this 3 times now because I'm wearing my Death Cab for Cutie shirt. I will also link this on the bottom of the description if you guys would like. If you know the band or if not, they are a very nice mellow band, despite the name Death Cab. But if you know them, you know the frontman Ben Gibbard. Okay, I love him. But anyways, I'm going to try to keep this short. I'll go more into it in my angel card reading probably tomorrow, bring it up a little bit because, again, 3 different parts of this video, and I didn't think to mention it in the beginning because I wasn't on camera like this, but he is doing something special for even though not everyone's under a mandatory lockdown, he is doing something just because we should be social distancing and trying to stay home at all costs every minute you can. It's very important to everyone that we do this. And to honor that, he is kind of doing these private YouTube concerts, and I think it's absolutely amazing. It's a way I sage to him every day, and I really feel like it's bringing so much love and hope to people, and I just want to share that with you. So if you are a fan, if that's what's going on, he's doing solo acoustic. I'm so obsessed with him in every way. So I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, or like the cherry on top. What tip of the iceberg? Same thing, I guess, kind of, but whatever. Um, because I appreciate staying home. It's something to look forward to every day. It's been going on like 4 or 5 days. I've watched it every day. But it is something I look forward to since I am staying home, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So enjoy, and please like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, and now we're gonna do set of cards number 2. I'll show you the first one. Our first card is White Terra, Sensitivity. And just so you know, when I pull the cards, I don't look at them then. I've only just really taken the pictures on my phone because it's easier for me to see them that way. So I'm going to go ahead now and look at White Terra. See what I get. Let's see. She has this very calm smile on her face. I'll show you guys the card again. Sensitivity. I'm getting this feeling of being sensitive to others. So here, I just want you to see her. I feel like the way she's sitting there calmly and smiling, this has a lot to do with you and your personality. I think you're a very kind, calm individual. Let's read her message. You are becoming is that increase? Yeah, increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh, let's see, relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So, you need to, uh, I think you are a very kind and calm individual. And right now, with everything happening, I think this is saying to be careful, because we can also pick up other people's energy. I think this has a lot to do with how, I don't want to say like lock yourself in your room, but like that's the feeling I'm getting. Like we're already getting told to be like in isolation, to be, everyone to be locked down by ourselves, isolation, separated as much as possible. I feel like it's extra important maybe for some of us to be doing this for an emotional well-being standpoint because of what you're picking up, and also to be also very aware of what we're putting into our bodies, onto our bodies, just like it says, the relationships we have with people, the chemicals, our environments, all of that is very important, especially right now, because it's very easy. A lot of us are gonna like lose track of how we eat and how we take certain care of ourselves in a sense because we're like going to be locked up in our own way, having this like antsiness to want to get back out, especially after days kind of start to go, and if they mandate something more mandatory for everyone, it will lead to this almost anxiety of like wanting to leave the house just because we can't. And all of that has to do with how we respond, and like, so we have to just be very careful. Some of us are just more susceptible to picking up other people's panic, other people. So I think that's a big thing, because I think her demeanor is like, even if you're a very kind, mellow person, you are picking up a lot of the anxiety and the stress, and you have to protect yourself. You have to really like, maybe you don't watch you watch the news, you stay informed to a degree, but for a lot of sensitive people, it's very hard to watch the news and things of that nature. So that's what I think that message is about, really watching everything, watching our diet. Like, we're gonna go a little crazy right now, maybe eating junk foods and things that we normally wouldn't just binge on, but we have to become mindful to not overdo it, overindulge, overdrink, over. This might help people with that balance as well, because you see yourself going into it, and now it's going to be a long-term type of lockdown situation that you're not going to really want to eat junk food for 2 weeks straight, or whatever it may end up being. Um, so I think it has to do with an overall whole, but right now I think it's more emotional, and it's going to turn into, we really got to still take care of ourselves and watch what we're putting in and on ourselves as the time goes on. I'm going to show you the next card as I look it over. Let me see. You guys can hear my son. Mom? Yamanya. Um, right away from the picture, immediately, like, I get this feeling of washing away, releasing. Okay, yes. So we talked about those emotions. Golden opportunity is the overall feel of her card, Yamanya. Important doors are opening for you. Walk through them. So with this card, what I'm getting is that she's washing herself clean, she's releasing. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be an important time to really to cleanse a lot of stuff. So you guys are becoming more sensitive. Maybe you're feeling the panics of what's going on, and you're ultra sensitive to everything that's going on around you. Maybe this is a time you need to learn. So this time is opportunities for you to take the time to learn how you feel and like what you need to do. So like, for instance, releasing, maybe if you are more sensitive and you have noticed even before, but now it's just really putting it front and center to you, that you pick up on other people's emotions and stuff. This might be a time that you learn how to release and deal with that, because we have this huge amount of time. I don't think it's only that though. I think that's just what I feel like. There's a lot of releasing when we grow, we naturally release because we're like letting go of those things sometimes that held us back, or like as we have that growth, there is a lot of release in it. Let me think, because they're saying you have all these opportunities. So I really think this is an opportunity for growth and for release, especially for those of you who are finding yourself to be more sensitive and to be picking up on that. I really feel this growth and release and washing yourself clean. I keep hearing washing yourself clean. I feel like you feel the need. Maybe you have felt the need to like almost go into this meditative state in the shower, or just, I feel like you are getting a lot of release when you go into water, especially I'm just getting the shower vibe with it. So maybe that's somewhere that you guys are really letting yourself de-stress, or what, like it's a natural release for you. So maybe in that moment you start to let go of all these feelings you're having, allowing yourself to become balanced and to focus more on what's important right now rather than stressing on things that are out of our control, if that makes sense. And realizing that maybe those things we've been feeling aren't even our own. And then the last card you have is Archangel Gabriel, because remember there was one angel card in this mix. 2 goddess guidance and 1 angel card. Archangel Gabriel, he always wants to remind us of um, a voice, communication, of miracles. Remember, I like to call him the great communicator, because he did tell Mary she would have Jesus. I think that's an awesome example of who he is and what he does. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel. I feel like he's asking people that feel like this might resonate. I feel like this is a time to really be creative. I feel like this is a very big change in energy, what's going on right now. And I feel like he is telling you, like, I feel like this goes back to the golden opportunity card, where I was feeling the release, but then with this is bringing me back to tell me take a second look, because it is about everything I said about, it is everything. I think these 2 cards kind of have one meaning together with the sensitivities and the release, but I think it's also trying to make us aware of the opportunity we have now to kind of go inward and with the help of Archangel Gabriel, use your gifts, your talents, communication. I'm thinking maybe using your voice, writing, all sorts of ways, and art. He's asking you to use those things to have, like, a big thing here is he's saying have the confidence to share that. So maybe in this time period, this card is like a middle ground, so it's one way this way, giving you one message, and then it's kind of finishing up with, I think through this release and through this sensitivity, you're going to find new gifts and talents, and that he'll give you the courage and the strength. He's going to help you to come out of your shell with communication and arts. I think that's and it's like the birth of something new for you, to have this confidence to bathe in the ocean no matter who's watching. That's what I just heard, like this confidence about it. But a lot of water, and I know it's because she's right here standing in the water, but I really feel like water is key here. Something about that to find like your hidden confidence, your hidden strength behind rebirth, behind birthing, or even rebirthing, like a new concept to maybe what you've already been doing. This is going to open up golden opportunity, golden opportunities, multiple. And we are becoming, even if you already knew you're sensitive, it's almost like, it's like a whole, I think everyone's feeling a whole new level in sensitivity in general. And I think that speaks to this as well, like to this time right now and to what's going on in this message. So if it resonates, please drop a comment in the comments below and let me know that you enjoyed it. Also, I wanted to bring attention. I'm gonna have to do this 3 times now because I'm wearing my Death Cab for Cutie shirt. I will also link this on the bottom of the description if you guys would like. If you know the band, or if not, they are a very nice mellow band, despite the name Death Cab. But if you know them, you know the frontman Ben Gibbard. Okay, I love him. But anyways, I'm going to try to keep this short. I'll go more into it in my angel card reading probably tomorrow, bring it up a little bit, because again, 3 different parts of this video, and I didn't think to mention it in the beginning because I wasn't on camera like this. But he is doing something special for even though not everyone's under a mandatory lockdown, he is doing something just because we should be social distancing and trying to stay home at all costs every minute you can. It's very important to everyone that we do this. And to honor that, he is kind of doing these private YouTube concerts, and I think it's absolutely amazing. It's a way I sage to him every day, and I really feel like it's bringing so much love and hope to people, and I just want to share that with you. So if you are a fan, if that's what's going on, he's doing solo acoustic. I'm so obsessed with him in every way. So I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, or like the cherry on top. What tip of the iceberg? Same thing, I guess, kind of, but whatever. Because I appreciate staying home. It's something to look forward to every day. It's been going on like 4 or 5 days. I've watched it every day, but it is something I look forward to since I am staying home, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So enjoy, and please like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, and welcome to set of cards number 3. We're going to start with the first card. It is the Butterfly Maiden. I'll let you guys take a minute to look it over a little bit. And the message of the card is transformation. I haven't really read into any of the cards. I just took pictures here to make it easier for me to see. But as I'm looking at the picture, I'm drawn to her hands. She has like this big ball of energy that all the butterflies are attracted to. I get this feeling like the power is in our hands. Um, to make changes. The power is in our hands to make changes on how we treat others, our environment, all of those things, and to really transform ourselves in our life to the highest possibility of like living out our purpose and highest good, right? That's the goal, and the power's in your hands. So you are experiencing enormous change, enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So we all are going through a lot right now, but for some of us, this change, there's a lot of worry and stress. People out of work, business owners not knowing if they can, reopen after this, after having to shut down and be out of work for 2 to maybe 4, even 6 weeks. They don't really know at this time what's going to happen. So it's a big change for everybody, but in that, I think there's, when we can embrace the change and understand that there's a bigger reason for that, there is a type of almost reward at the end of the tunnel, is what I'm hearing. Reward at the end of the tunnel, because that's where you find the blessings. So this is telling you that there's change, but in that change comes blessings. So a lot of transformation for a lot of people right now. A lot of change, much needed change, even though people right now are worried about that and they don't think it's a good thing while it's happening. Again, our perception can very much form those opinions, but it doesn't make it the truth. So we have to be careful about what we're telling ourselves and what we're thinking and all of that as well. So we're going to go on to the next card, which I did take a picture, but 1 minute before I show you, let me pull it up. Athena. And this is, we did 2 angel cards and 1 goddess card. So that first one was our goddess card, and this is the first of our angel cards, Athena. When I'm looking at this picture, I get this sense she has this like cowl around her neck. She has, this kind of overcoat. I almost feel like she's bundling up in a way. I want to say bundling up. It is safe for you to be powerful. Back to the hands with all the energy, and I was saying the power's in our hands. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. So before I felt like she was like bundling up, I almost feel like that's like a self-protection, like a self, not even as far as protection, but like how it said, you know how to be powerful in a way that is loving, that helps other people, and you're taking care of other people and yourself. Um, I think that's going to be big right now in general, but like when we're going through that change, a lot of times it's easy not to feel how powerful we are, or we can't measure the growth in that moment, so we think it's a bad thing, like I was talking about perception being bad, but it's because like in that moment we can't see the end because we're not there yet. So while we're going through it, it feels like a bad thing, this change happening. However, when you get to the end and you look back, then you're able to be like, oh wow, I know why that happened. I know why this, that. I see how much I've grown, so I feel like this growth, and you wouldn't be able to measure it till you got to the end. So in that, it's like when we're doubting ourselves, when we're feeling powerless, I feel like this is a message to tell us that like I said before, we have the power in our hands, but like how powerful we really are. And even to go as far as like revolving it around love, because love is so powerful, and the way we treat others is so powerful. But I feel like it has a lot to do with yourself as well, because again, that bundling up feeling I'm getting is more about like self, not preservation, but like almost like a protection. And so let's go to the last card, which is Archangel Michael. Okay. I am with you, giving you the courage to make the changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Okay, wow. So right away, the big word that stuck out to me, he's giving us the courage because he's helping us with the changes, the same changes like this. Those changes that we have the great protector come in and help us get through it, telling us that he's with us to help us make those changes and to help us realize how powerful we are. Okay, so his message, and this, like, I feel like he brings this message forward, but in the background of this card you see this big light behind him. And I truly feel like this message is not coming from Michael. Like, it is Michael who we will call on, and we will ask him to protect us, to help us when we're making these decisions and changes. But everything we get from him is through God, and like God is behind him, backing him. But that's what I don't know, there's a very strong purpose in saying that everything is through God. The changes, the blessings, and even the angels that come in to help us with that, it is because of God. So God's backing him in that way to say, not only do you have Archangel Michael right now with you, but you have God like totally backing you. Everything is coming from him to help give you that power, to help you make that change. But ultimately, we have the power in our hands because of that blessing that we are from God. He is our creator. We are all connected through him. And in that way, that's how we have that power, that I keep being drawn to power. I mean, it's change, and in that change comes power and blessings. Like, and now I'm hearing beyond your wildest dreams, blessings beyond your wildest dreams. So the power is in our hands to make these changes, which Archangel Michael and ultimately God is backing to give us courage. And Athena is reminding us of all that power we have to make these changes, and in a way that is loving, so that we not only take care of everyone around us, but also ourselves. So I really feel like these cards like connected each other, and they could almost go in a big circle. No matter which way you slice it, they're kind of all working together, but totally feels like motion, circular motion. It feels very complete and full. So that's the message I have for you guys today. Also, I wanted to bring attention. I'm gonna have to do this 3 times now because I'm wearing my Death Cab for Cutie shirt. I will also link this on the bottom of the description if you guys would like. If you know the band, or if not, they are a very nice mellow band, despite the name Death Cab. But if you know them, you know the frontman Ben Gibbard. Okay, I love him. But anyways, I'm going to try to keep this short. I'll go more into it in my angel card reading probably tomorrow, bring it up a little bit, because again, 3 different parts of this video, and I didn't think to mention it in the beginning because I wasn't on camera like this. But he is doing something special for even though not everyone's under a mandatory lockdown, he is doing something just because we should be social distancing and trying to stay home at all costs every minute you can. It's very important to everyone that we do this. And to honor that, he is kind of doing these private YouTube concerts, and I think it's absolutely amazing. It's a way I sage to him every day, and I really feel like it's bringing so much love and hope to people, and I just want to share that with you. So if you are a fan, if that's what's going on, he's doing solo acoustic. I'm so obsessed with him in every way. So I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, or like the cherry on top. What tip of the iceberg? Same thing, I guess, kind of, but whatever. Um, because I appreciate staying home. It's something to look forward to every day. It's been going on like 4 or 5 days. I've watched it every day, but it is something I look forward to since I am staying home, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So enjoy, and please like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Thank you.